Welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a review, inside review of this 2022 Tucson. I just got it this week, but today I'm gonna do full inside review. I'm not gonna do outside. It's kind of dirty because it's winter over here, but let's do the review for inside. Watch this video, give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the 2023 Hyundai Tucson. See, it's in this color, blue. I really like it. The rear windows are tinted, you can see that. And I like the wheels. They look pretty good. These are 19-inch wheels. You can see it's kind of tall, but it feels good when driving it. So we're gonna do the review for inside. Join me here. Alright, don't forget to give us a like and smash that button, subscribe. Alright, let's head in here and do the inside review. So again, like I just said, it's winter. I got these cool weather tech to protect the vehicle, and you can see they're kind of dirty. I'll start with the driver's seat here. You can adjust forward and back, push back, push forward. The seat moves forward, and it goes pretty far, and then you can push it all the way back. And then this for the back, you can recline back or you can recline forward. And this button here, when you push in, that's for this part here. You can't see on camera, but it kind of supports your back, and you do the pushing that button right there. And you can see down here, that's why you can rest your foot when you're driving. Of course, it has the gas pedal on the brake and the brake pedals over there. These are pretty good for $210, and I have those in front here, the driver's side here. I got them back here too. Actually, the back one is just one long one. You can see it kind of covers the middle here, it goes all the way over there, and this specifically made for this vehicle, so it fits pretty well. You can see it's flush to the sides. This is a passenger side here. You can see the WeatherTech. They fit pretty good. I like them for $200. Alright, we have the glove compartment over here. This here is kind of plastic, and up here it's also plastic, and up here it's plastic. And the sides, that's an air vent right here. It's a long one, but the air just comes out over here to the end, not all the way around, even though that's for decoration more like. The glove compartment, I'll open it. It's kind of big, deep. You can put stuff in there. And it doesn't have a key, so you can't lock it, and if it does, I don't know how to. That's a passenger seat. You can see it has very good support, and the headrest up there. This is not power. If you want to recline back, you just pull this up, the seat goes forward, and then you can push it back. And because this seat is not power, you have this lever down here. You just pull it up and push the seat back. You pull it up and pull the seat forward. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand here. As you can see, in general, the vehicle is very clean because it's brand new. I just got it this week. It had 10 miles on it. Now let's talk about the seating. So the passenger will sit in here, and you can see I have enough leg room over here. I'll close the door, listen to how it sounds. Sounds pretty good. You have the power windows on both sides, the driver, the passengers in front and in the back. You roll the window down by pushing that button. I'm gonna start the vehicle. Before I start the vehicle, I'll show you the steering column here, the steering wheel. This manual, they have this thing here. If you want to adjust the height and how far the steering wheel goes up closer to you or down, you push this lever right here. Push that down, and now you can push down the steering or you can push it up. There you go. So that's for up and down. I'm not sure if it comes towards you or not. I'll figure out and I'll let you know. Actually, when you have that lever down, you can pull the steering wheel with both hands towards you, or you can, it's kind of hard doing it with one hand, recording with the other hand, but you push it up and down or you push it forward. You can see it kind of comes towards you and then it goes forward, and then you can lock that in place. Once you know where you want the steering to be, then you can lock it there. Now it's not going to move up and down. You see the driver's side here, you can control all the windows and you can lock them right there. My hands are dry, so when you lock it, the passengers will not be able to unlock the windows. And this is for the side mirrors. That's how you control the side mirrors. Right now they set to the left, to the right. You push that to the left, then that's going to control the driver's side. Let's see what happens. And then you either push out or in, forward and back, forward and back. So let's adjust the mirror here. You can see I'm pushing this left button, and then when I push the right button here, that adjusts the mirror. Then you can do up, you can do down. That's good. And the same button, you use it for the right side, driver side, right side mirror. So you see you can adjust that down or up. That looks good right there. So that's how you adjust the mirrors. And then you can see these handles, they look like silver. I don't know what kind of material is that, but that's a door handle. That's how you unlock the door. And then close the door. One more time, close the door. Sounds good. I'm very comfortable over here. I'm gonna go sit in the back and show you I'm 5'8". See if I'm comfortable back there. It has a lot of room. So I'm gonna sit over here. It's beeping. You can see there's a lot of leg room back here. That front seat is where I'm sitting, and it feels pretty comfortable. You can see there's a lot of leg room. Even though I'm 5'8", I'm not that tall, but even a over 6 foot person will sit back here comfortably. And you have the air vent here, 2 of them. And you have 2 USB ports right there. You can charge your phone. If you have 2 people back here, they can share. And a lot of leg room. There's this little hump here, but that's fine. You can see a lot of leg room back here. And one cool thing about these back seats, they recline. Let me show you how you do that. Before I show you how to recline the back seats, you can see there's this trim here. It just adds to the design. It looks really nice. And there's a small window right there in the back. And then you have the armrest or whatever, not armrest, you can hold on that when the vehicle is driving. So there is this button, not button, lever. It's right to the side here. You pull it up, and the seat reclines back. I'll show you. I'm not sure if you can see from that angle, but the seats right now are reclined. These 2 are joined, the right side and the middle here, and that's where you also have cup holders. You pull this little thing down and you have 2 cup holders over here. This is cushioned here. It's nice and soft, nice and smooth, and the seats are leather, so it's easy to clean. Now on the driver's side, the back passenger, you can see this here. It's for reclining. Right now I'm not reclined. I'm gonna pull it up, and the seats goes back. Now I'm reclined. I'll get out and show you what the seat looks like when both are reclining back. Probably it's hard to tell from this angle, but the seats are way back. Now I'm gonna pull this up and see how far they go forward. Actually, you also use that to recline it all the way down, to pull it down. If you have some luggage and you want to put in the trunk there. We'll talk about the trunk later. So I'll pull this back up. I think that's a better angle. You can see the difference between this seat here when it's sitting upright without me reclining it, and the other seat over there. You can see the difference. This sits forward. That's upright, that's reclining. So I like these seats. When you are sitting in the back for long rides, you're gonna enjoy yourself because you can recline quite a bit back there, back here. Something else I wanted to talk to you about, maybe it's hard for you to see. These little pockets here, they are illuminated. There's a light in there, so at night when you put stuff in there, you can see it. Actually, it works better at night. You can see the blue light. Looks pretty cool. Probably you can see it better with the envelope right there. The color contrast, the blue and white. So those pockets down there, both sides, the driver side and the passenger, they are illuminated. I think you can see that. There's a light. And you also have a little pocket up here. You can put something in there. On the driver's side, you also have a little pocket up here too. You can put stuff. Before I talk about the gauge cluster, which is right there, it has a lot of customizations you can do. In the screen here, you can hear the air. Right now it's on high, so I'm gonna turn that down. I don't know why AC is on. It's winter. So I'm gonna turn this down. Just it's a touch that, turns it down. It's high, then you pull this down. I'll get into that in a minute. I'm gonna show you the trunk because I showed you the seats. I'll show you the trunk, how you access the trunk or the back gate. You push this button, it says hold, it beeps, and that opens automatically. You can see it's opening. I'll go back there and show you the room. And you can also see when the back gate the lift gate is up, it's flashing red, so that it warns you, it tells you there's no sound or anything, it just flashes there, so you know that's off, that's on, or it's open. So you can see the gate is up. Those lights are flashing on camera, but in real life they are not flashing. The car is dirty because it's winter, it's Minnesota. And I have my son's football gear here. He's playing football, and there's this top cover. It's not very strong, you can't put stuff up here, and you can pull this. You just pull it towards you, towards the outside. There are a little snap here, so you pull it both sides, and then you let go and to slide all the way in. Now you can see you have more room back here, but you can pull it if you want to cover stuff. These are the original floor mats, but I got the WeatherTech because it's winter. Over here you have a 12-volt charger, 180 watts. You can use that. And there's a light over here, it's not LED. And you also have these little things here. You can tie things in the back over here and down here too. You can pull this down and you can tie something so things are not rolling all over the place. And you have that, you pull it and the seat will fall down. And you can also do that on the other side here, the right side. You pull this lever and you can see they fall pretty far, and I can go over there and push them. And if you want more room, I'm not going to do it now, you can remove this part here. This part, you can remove it so you can have a lot more room in the back. That's a profile from the back here. With the seats folded down. And again on this side too, you can pull this down, this lever, and then you can tie something both sides here and also on the left side. It comes with a spare tire. You pull this up and that's a little tire there. I think people call it donut, whatever. And then you have this kit here. I didn't even look at it. I don't know what this is, but this is the first time I'm seeing it. So it has that. I'm not sure what's in there. I'll open it at some point and look what's inside. Oh, it's a first aid kit. I'm gonna open it now. I'll show you what's in there. But that's a donut tire or spare tire, and these little things in the back here, you can pull them up and you're gonna have more room there. I felt like I broke it, but I just yanked it hard and you can see it snaps back in place. There, you hear the sound. Push it in. I'll try to push it and snap it back in there. Yeah, little pockets there. You can put something. I don't know what you can put over there, to the right and to the left over here. Alright, there isn't much else here in the trunk to show you or in the back. And the lift gate here opens pretty high. I'm 5'8", and you can see there's a lot of room over here. And there is setting where you can set how fast it goes up and down. But I'm not going to show that right now. So to close it, you can do it manually by pulling this, or you can just push that little button and it's going to close on its own. And I'll also show you something else about the lift gate, which is pretty cool. If you come over here, you're carrying some groceries or something heavy, you come and stand next to the vehicle for I think 6 seconds or something. This will open. Let's see if it works. Now I'm standing over here. You can see these lights are functional all the way. I'm trying to see if the lift gate will open, will unlock, because it will detect the key when you stand over here and should unlock. So let's try it one more time, see if the lift gate will open. It's been doing it. I'm not sure why it's not doing it today. Come over here, stop here. It should detect I'm over here and unlock. The lights should flash and then it should. Here you go. Now I walked up to the vehicle and the lift gate should open, unlock. So if you come and you're carrying something heavy, you walk up to the car, the lift gate opens for you. You don't have to put your stuff down and unlock it. I'm not sure why it didn't work the first time. Close it. Alright, now we're gonna go in. I'll show you the gate cluster and stuff. To start the vehicle, you push down on the brake over there, brake pedal. Then you push this button and the car starts. It's pretty easy. Now I can talk a little bit about the gate cluster. There are so many things you can do with it, and this little button here, that's a home button or the default button. You push that one time and then you see what happens over there. You can change different things, driver assistance, and then you push this little button right there in the middle, right there. You push that down. Now driver assistance, you have different things you can change. You can do the speed limit. You push this down, this button down. You can change, right now speed limit is set to off. You can push and set a speed limit. And if you want to go back to the previous menu, you push that button right there. Then you go back, driver assistance. What else can you do there? You can go to warning timing. Right now it's normal. Go back, assistance, Go down one. Warning volume. Do you want the volume to be high or low? It's kind of a beep. It doesn't have like a sound person talking. Medium. Right now it's at low. I've set it to low. Go back. Driver assistant. What else can you do? Driver attention warning. Leading vehicle departure. So it's a cool thing that happens when you push this hold button right here. When you're driving and you push that button, it will show you over here that it's pushed. And once you go to a stoplight, some lights can be on for a minute or two. You don't have to step on the brakes. Once you stop, you can move your foot off the brakes and the vehicle will stay in place on its own. And what happens if the vehicle in front of you start driving away, you're gonna get a warning that the leading vehicle departure or the leading vehicle is leaving, and then you can push on the gas pedal and stop moving. And then you have so I've set it to that. And also inattentive driving, I'm not sure what that means, but I don't know how to test that. Go back. So those are the things you can customize. Speed limit, warning timing, warning volume, driver attention, and forward safety. You have active assist. This is kind of nice because if you start drifting from your lane, the vehicle kind of goes back. And you can see over here, that vehicle right there, that make sure the vehicle stays in the middle of the lane when you're driving, especially either on the streets or on the freeway. But it's a cool feature. It works pretty well actually. It just follows the road, and even curvy roads, I tested it. It works pretty well. So I put assistant to be on, because if you just put a warning, it's not gonna do anything. But when it's active, it actually steers the steering wheel back in place. Okay, and then you have cluster, and you can reset, or you can set the wipers, how they display. And you have icy road warning, and I'm getting that because we're in Minnesota and it's winter anyway. And then you can set a welcome sound. Right now I don't have any. Probably I'll set it now by pushing this button. Let's see what happened. I'll push it. Now it's set. Theme selection. Let's see how many themes you have in there. You have link to drive mode. There's classic A and classic B. I don't know what those are, but I'll just let it stay like that. Then we go back. You can set the lights, illumination, and what happened is you can change how bright the lights are in here, and it changes everything. It changes get cluster here. It's hard to see because it's during the day. At night you can see better, and it changes the radio and navigation here. Now let's go back to illumination. You can go one. You have touch turn signal. So this, what happened is when you tap this, the signal thing, just tap it one time. You can set how many times you want it to indicate. Right now I set it to 3. Let's see how I did that. So you push that, you can turn it off. Right now I set it to flash 3 times. You can see that. Or you can set it to flash 5 times, but I prefer 3. Then go back. And you have ambient light brightness. Right now I set to off, but you can set it to different levels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now actually it's at 4. And I don't know what the difference is between 4 and, for example, when it's off. I'm not sure, but I'll leave it at off right now. Then you can go down 1 to the door, and there are things you can do with the door. Automatically lock the doors. I have that enabled on shift, When you start moving, the doors locks, and then you can go back. You can say automatically unlock when you're on park, so the vehicle can have the doors unlocked. And the last thing you can do here is you can set press 2 times to unlock, or power lift gate. When the power lift gate is up, then that unlocks. Digital key, it's enabled. There's an app I downloaded on my phone, so I'm using that to start the car, and especially here in Minnesota when it's winter, it's good to have that. So the digital key is good here in Minnesota. You need to have that on. Okay. And again, you can start the car and it tells you the car is on, and it starts in winter. You have different modes. There's winter and there's summer. In winter, it's gonna set everything to high, so when you get to the car, it's gonna be warm. In summer, I believe then the AC will be on. When you get to the car, it will be cool. I don't know anything about the card key. I don't even know what that is. Okay, convenience. This has convenience package. And what's in there? Rear occupant alert. If you have a small child or something in the back over there, I'm gonna push those back up. It's a good feature to have because some people sometimes they forget to have a kid, and you can see over there's a camera, and I'm not sure what else it uses, maybe like ultralight or something to detect that there's someone sitting in the back over there. Then you can't walk away and leave your kid, you know, sleeping over there if it's a small child. So that's a good thing, the convenience package, where it's gonna alert you when you leave the vehicle that someone is sitting in the back, especially if it's a child. If it's an adult, who cares? And then welcome light. I have driver approach. When I approach the vehicle, there's a welcome light, blue light. And on the door panels, it's hard to show you during the day. You can't see them, but let me try to see if you can see it. Right here somewhere at night, you're gonna see a blue light on all the door panels. During the day, you can't see them, or it's hard because there's so much light out here. So that gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. The driver approach, the welcome light. Then go back to convenience. So there are those 3 things there. Welcome light, it's on, you can turn it off. And then the units, those are kilometers or miles. Right now, of course, I live in the US. It's miles per hour. And you can reset everything, but I'm not going to do that. Oil change reminder is going to tell you when you're supposed to do the oil change. I'll push mine. It says 98% remaining because it's a brand new vehicle. I just got it. It had 10 miles. And right now you can see in a week I put 258 miles. Yeah, drove a lot. I'm enjoying it. Let's see what else you can do here. User settings. I believe that's it for the user settings. That shows the vehicle. I'm not sure what that is. And here, this is pretty cool. When you're on cruise control, this works pretty well, pretty neat. And you're following a vehicle. Say you set your cruise control speed to 65 or 70 or 55, and you get to a vehicle that's driving slower than the speed limit or the cruise control speed limit you've set, this car automatically slows down. But if the vehicle in front of you start going a little faster or even fast, the car will catch up, but then it's just gonna default to the cruise control speed limit you had set. So if you have set it to 65, the vehicle is driving at 45 when you approach it, and then they speed up, your vehicle will slow down to 45 and keep safe distance, and you can see the vehicle in front of you over there. Works pretty well. And if they speed up to over 65, you had set it to 65, then the vehicle would just drive back up to the speed limit that you set for cruise control, which will be 65. Pretty cool. This here shows 0 mileage. Sometimes some people like to see how fast you're driving digitally, or that's also digital, but it looks like a clock. It shows you the speed limit there when you're driving. Right now I'm at the standstill, so I'm not moving. It shows 0 and 0. So sometimes that's better when you see it over there. Something else I want to talk about when we are still looking at the gauge cluster here, you can customize the cruise control over here. Actually, it's a one touch button for cruise control. You don't have to touch different buttons to set it. So you're driving on the freeway and you want to set your speed. You want to set the cruise control at whatever speed. You just touch that one time and then it sets to that speed. And again, like I said previously, if the vehicle ahead of you slows down, the vehicle will also slow down, this vehicle. But right now the conditions wouldn't be met because I'm not moving, but I'm gonna set the cruise control speed, see what happens. Push that, so you get a warning, smart cruise control conditions not met, because obviously I'm not driving. I also want to talk about this button here. This is the one I was saying, it keeps you in your lane, and if the road curves, it just stays in the middle and it follows the road. I'll push it and you see what happens over there. See, now that's assist. It's gonna assist you. Say you're not paying attention, whatever, and the road is curvy, the vehicle, you can feel it gently trying to steer into the middle of the lane. It's working pretty well. I like it. And there's this other little button here. So that's just for giving you a warning that, you know, there's a vehicle approaching or something. I forgot to mention several things under the convenience package. This comes with wireless charger over here. You just put your phone there and it charges. But you can turn that off. I don't know why you would want to do that. And then you can set your rear wiper. When it starts raining, it will automatically go on, but I have it off right now. And then you can look at the service interval. It's gonna give you a warning. Right now it's telling me when the next service should be done at 7,237 miles, and I'm only at 268 miles, so that long ways to go. You can change the interval when you want for example, oil change done. We already talked about the other stuff. The vehicle also comes with Android and Apple CarPlay, and you can control the modes over here. For example, you can search using Google. I'm not going to do that because I'm recording. And this also acts as volume. You turn the sound up and the sound down for the radio. Right now you can see, you can turn it down. And something I can mention about the radio, it has premium radio, so the speakers are pretty good. And if you want to call, if you have Google, because it has Google, you use the app, you can just say call somebody. I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna start calling. Or you can push this button when you want to call somebody. This start button here is for, it's like a bookmark. Over here, when you go to a station that you like, I'll push the radio, and you like a station, you just push this start button, and then you see over there it shows it's bookmarked. So it's easy to favorite your radio stations, and this comes with Sirius Radio. I think it's 3 months free. I don't know if it's 3 months, 6 months, or whatever, but that's about it. And then over here, if you want to turn the sound up, they have this little dial. It's like half a dial. You can turn up and down, and you can touch the media, see what happens there. The screen goes blank for a little bit. I don't have Spotify. Touch media again. You can see Bluetooth audio that's connected to my phone. and you can close that. And then there's a radio. That's where you see all the radio stations, whatever. And something else I can talk about, and the Bluetooth, it shows you the icon there that my phone is connected to the vehicle. And that's what I'm using the app for, to start the vehicle. And you can start the vehicle when you're in the house, and then when you get out, it's gonna be either warmer in winter or cooler in summer. I don't know if I'm a fan of this little button here, but it's okay. You have two of them. I'm gonna open the door, then you can see the LED lights up here and also in the back. If you push this button up, you see what happens. See, the sunroof just opens a little bit. Let's go outside, you see. Now you can see the sunroof is kind of a little open. So if you close the cover, you're gonna have water getting into the vehicle, and you don't want to do that. So before you close the cover, you need to make sure that that sunroof is closed all the way. There, now it's closed. I can close the cover. This trim doesn't have panoramic sunroof, but it's all good. It's Minnesota. We don't enjoy the sunroofs that much because half the year it's winter anyway. You have the visor for the passenger over there. There's a light. You can turn that on and off. That's not LED though. And there's a mirror, vanity mirror with a sliding cover. And they also have one over here, the driver's side. Also has a mirror. If you want to drive and look at yourself, you can do that over there. I don't know why you want to do that. And there's a light, not LED. What else do we talk about in here? Now we can talk about the dual climate control over here. Right now it's not dual because I turned that off. To turn it off, you sync, which means when you change one side, it changes both sides. But if you unsync, the passenger can have their own set of whatever. If they want it warmer or they want it cooler, they can do that by pushing this button over there, going up. See, it's just changing on one side, the right side. And on my side, I can turn it down on my side, or I can turn it up. It's kind of nice. When I'm driving alone, which is most of the case, most of the time, I just sync it. So it changes both sides when I change one side. And this touch screen is very receptive. It's pretty good. When you want to turn off the heat, whatever, just push that. Everything is off. You can see the display is gone. And you can have it on auto to kind of adjust for you. Alright. And here it's how fast or high you want the air to blow. Right now it's low. You're gonna hear it. When I go higher, it's blowing free. It becomes louder. Okay, go down. There's this other thing called diffuse. When you turn that on, it blows air through here. That vent, this vent, and this vent on this side. And also the back. I think I showed you that in the back you have a climate, not control, but air blows in the back too. The only thing the back person can do here is just, turn it to the left or to the right to blow towards them, but they don't have a button where they can turn it off or turn it up, anything like that. Now over here there's a gear knob thing. You push on the brakes and then you pull this back for parking. You push it forward. Right now I'm parked. Then there's a rear for backup, there's neutral, and then there's a drive. You have two cup holders. I have some coins over there. You can put a cup holder, you can put a cup in there, whether it's coffee or whatever you're drinking, hot cocoa. There are two spots for cup holders up here, and there are two in the back, and I had shown you earlier. Actually in the back there is four, because there is also one on each door, there and over here, and there's one on the armrest here. I said one, but there are two. So in the back you have four cup holders, even though you can only have 3 people sitting back here. 2, 3, and 4 cup holders in the back. And in front here you also have 4. You have one on each door down here, where there's also a storage. You can put a cup there, a bottle of water. There's another cup space here for a cup, so you can put 4 cups in front too. Additional to the wireless port there for charging your phone, you also have 2 USBs here. You have one to the left and you have one to the right. Okay, also on top of having the wireless charger here, you have 2 USB ports, one to the right and one to the left here, and you have a 12-volt charger right there. There's this little button there. I'm not sure what that's for. It's not functional. Charger, 2 USBs, and wireless. Alright, one of the last few things I want to talk about. This car has seated front seats, heated front seats, the driver and the passenger. So it has 3 modes. There's low, medium, and high. You push that one time, it hits the seat to the highest whatever level, and the passenger side, they can do the same thing. Push that one time. If you don't want it too hot, you just push it a couple times. Now it's low. Push it 3rd time, 4th time, the heat is off. And then there's a glove, not glove, you have storage over here. Push this button, kind of unlocks. It's kind of deep. Got some bag here, and it's big enough for you to put some stuff in there. So the drive mode, you push that forward. You can see you have snow. You can leave it that way. Right now I have it, I don't have it set to anything, so you can do snow, smart. You don't see any changes to the gauge cluster. If you do sport, you see that kind of cool effect right there. And the smart, snow doesn't change much. Smart changes a tiny little bit. Sport is like and this is not a sports car, don't get me wrong, so you're not gonna get much sport stuff here. And then you have normal. I'm leaving it at normal because, you know, driving in normal mode, then you're saving gas and stuff. So you have 4 different modes for driving. You have snow, smart, sport, and normal. Something else I also want to talk about here is this button here. I didn't even know what it's for. The P with the camera, but that's video. So for some reason, if you just want to see back there what's outside, you can push that button and that turns on your backup camera. You push it down, then it turns off. Push it back, it turns back on. But it's gonna do that anyway when you're backing up. So right now I have it off because I'm not backing up. And there's a parking, so you push that up to park, and now you can see the brake is on right there. You push it up again, push it down, and it's telling you something happened. to release, you have to push the pedal brake pedal down and then push it. Now it's released. To turn it back on, you push this down. Actually, you push it up. Now the brake is on. To turn it off, push the brake pedal and push it down. Now it's off. I'm not gonna talk much about the lock because I don't even know what that does. When I push it, I see a little green light over there. It says lock. But I'm not gonna monkey with it. I'll just leave it at off. You can check your tire pressure to see if they are fine or not. It can display. So to display is telling me to drive. I'm gonna drive a little bit here, see what happens. I don't see anything. Doesn't show anything. Drive to display. I'm driving, but I don't see anything. Finally, before I let you go here, there's a long video, but I've done a detailed review of 2023 Tucson. There's a SEL convenience. It has convenience package. The other trim models, like the bottom is SE, and then there's all the way up to, I don't know. I like the steering column. I like these little two things over here. You can rest your hand here when driving. It feels good. This wrap in leather. And when you're driving, actually you can take your hands off the wheel for, I did time it for up to 40 seconds. And at which point it's gonna tell you to keep your hands on the steering. It displays a warning somewhere over there that you need to keep your hands on the steering. But when you have your hands off the steering, the vehicle does the steering for you, and if it's in, you have cruise control set, so it can drive for up to 40 seconds without you having to rest your hands on the steering. And you don't even need to do much. You just put your hand there, one hand or both, and the warning goes away and the vehicle can keep driving, and it's not going to display any more warnings. All right, once again, you can see there's an inside. I like that design trim over there, and the upper part is plastic, like I said, up there. And you have a big speaker. This is hard everywhere. All this is hard, but this is cloth. It's kind of soft. This part here, all the way to here, that's soft. This plastic, this top here is soft, but for the back passengers, that's not soft over there. It's just for the driver and the front passenger. The armrest right there, that's kind of soft. Both sides, the driver side and the passenger side. All right, that's my review of 2023 Tucson SEL with convenience package. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. This is a very long video. We'll see you on the next video. Give us a like, subscribe. I have more than 3,000 videos that will keep you engaged on this channel. Support us, give a like. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out. This brand new vehicle, I just got it. Like I said earlier, this week it had 10 miles. Right now I have put 258 miles. Peace out.